Hey, we don't talk about Bruno. No. It was a rainy day. A rainy day. Oh, 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 oh. Can't get in the way of what I feel for you. Hey, everybody. Hey, Swaggy. I remember you. Hey, Ray. Hey, Hannah. Hey, everyone. Today, we're going to be reacting to another horror story. Yeah. I was deciding that I kind of wanted to do a little live again after the other crazy live. And we're just going to react to scary stuff. No. We're going to hope that this person doesn't act dumb. So, in our last live stream, when we were reacting to the series, the other person wasn't acting dumb. They were acting smart. They were acting very much brand new. They weren't acting brand new. They knew what to do. You know what I mean? And, oh, and by the way, if you're here, give this like spike. Let's go ahead and get this to 30 likes. And 3, 2, 1. Are you guys going to do it? That's why I like to hear. That's period. I'm just joking with you. But anyhow, I love your actions. Thanks. And if you guys want me to react to anything, let me know. Because I might be reacting to TV shows for the first time. So I might be doing that actually. Like react to TV shows that you guys suggest. So, yeah, at the end of the live stream, I'll ask, period. So, Jay, today I went to school and these girls are fighting or whatever. What's new? Everyone fights at school, apparently. But yeah, today we're going to react to 2 homeless horror stories animated. I'm excited. Let's just go ahead and get into it. And let me tell you, there's a lot of homeless people in Nashville. Like, a lot. Like, it's a problem. Because most of them do, not most of them. Some of them do drugs. But like the ones that don't, they need shelter. They need some sort of shelter. Yes, homeless people. Yeah, they need some sort of shelter or something. It's starting to get cold, so I start to worry. I start to worry for them. But I pray that they find a place to stay. You know what I mean? But anyways, we're just going to go ahead and get into this because not all homeless people are good people. So be aware. Because some of them, they be lying that they're homeless. And then some of them be, wanting to fight you because you're not going to give them anything. But homeless people are most likely endangered because, trafficking. So, always watch out for other people, okay? Okay, period. Bro, that friend. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and get started today. True homeless horror stories.
I was a bad kid.
Oh, goodness.
And no, I'm not talking about your regular teenage delinquency like trying cigarettes, school detentions, or getting bad grades. I mean really bad.
Oh, goodness.
By age 17, I was shoplifting, stealing cars, getting picked up by cops for all sorts of things.
Ooh! He a bad boy. He need a whooping. I don't believe in spankings, but sometimes I don't even think that's gonna work for him. He need to go to jail. And for 1 day. Like, he needs to just steal in a car. Oh, baby, no. He don't even look like he's 12. Yo, these kids dangerous. Ooh, imagine being the parent. Imagine raising that kid. But it do be the parents' fault too sometimes. It depends. But
I was shoplifting, stealing cars, getting picked up by cops for all sorts of things.
Oh, God.
Not exactly hurting anyone, but I was a constant headache for my mom and dad.
Yes, literally.
Then after me and dad almost got into an actual fist fight,
oh, goodness.
They kicked me out of the house.
Ooh.
I know I deserved it, and I know they figured I'd just go stay with friends for a couple of days because that's exactly what I did. But me being me, I quickly wore out my welcome at my buddies' houses and ran out of places to stay.
Oh, gosh.
But again, me being me, I was way too proud to just go home and apologize. Since it was summertime, I figured it'd be a good idea to head down to the park to find somewhere to sleep.
Ooh. Have y'all ever... Okay, so I've never been kicked out of my house before, but I've had a dramatic moment where I was like, I'm gonna run away, and I never made it like a block away from the house. Never. I would be kind of scared to sleep with people, like just around people, not just homeless people. I'm talking about around people. Like, I'm just not a people's person. You catch me sleeping around them, I'd be afraid I get mugged or kidnapped or sold on the black market for like my organs. I would be so scared. Wouldn't you guys be scared? That's so scary. But let me know if y'all have ever done that. Like, let me know, because that's scary. That boy needs counseling badly. They do need counseling really bad. Stealing cars. Oh, goodness.
It was summertime. I figured it'd be a good idea to head down to the park to find somewhere to sleep.
Okay.
Now, I lived in the inner city back then, so there was a bunch of other actual homeless people already sleeping there.
Oh, goodness.
And as soon as I realized I was actually stuck out there for a night, I started to realize that this homeless thing wasn't a game anymore.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Imagine being homeless in New York City. Or, like, just places that have rats. I wouldn't even be afraid of a person mug me. If a rat mug me, that's on a different level of just wrong. I would honestly let the rat take all my stuff. As long as it doesn't touch me. Like, as soon as that rat touches me, hello? Yeah. Where's the nearest shelter? But as soon as I go to a shelter and they also have... Hello. I would not know what to do. Actually, I would not know what to do. I would just cry.
I started to realize that
I would scream.
This homeless thing wasn't a game anymore. As it started to get really late, I got to the park at around 11 p.m. and it was like 1 a.m. by the time this happened. One of the homeless dudes walked up to me as I started to bed down on the bench and started talking to me.
No.
He asked what I was doing, and being naive, I told him, I'm homeless.
Oh my goodness.
He immediately responded by saying, no, you're not, and pretty much guessed the whole deal about me having a falling out with my mom and dad.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't want to admit that he was exactly right, so I just kept my mouth shut. But I remember him saying something like, really though, kid, if you have kin, you need to pay him a visit because I promise you ain't ready for this life.
Ooh, he telling the truth. He's speaking the truth. He's warning you, child. Child, he's warning you. He's giving you that blessing because he could have mugged that shirt and those pants and those shoes. He could have took all of that and left you cold. But instead, he was a nice boy, a nice man, and he was telling you to go back home. You see, if they told me to, they wouldn't even have to walk up to me. They wouldn't have to talk to me. They look me in the eye, I'll be like, yeah, I gotta go. Ooh. I'd be scared. Yes, the truth. I'm not this stubborn. I would apologize immediately. Even if it hurt my soul, I would apologize. Child, listen to the man. For real. Because I would have been apologized.
My pride kept me out there for 3 whole nights, and every single time I curled up on that bench, the same old homeless dude would walk up and be like, go home, kid.
Ooh! Y'all heard that? Y'all hear that? That's my bags packing. Rustling. Going home. 3 nights. He's been there for 3 nights. 3 nights. And this man keeps coming up to him and telling him to go home. You see, you wouldn't have to even tell me one time. I would have been gone. As soon as I saw them rats and those people, I would have been gone. Gone. Man is over here speaking facts. He's warning this kid. This kid don't want to listen.
The same old homeless dude would walk up and be like, go home, kid. This ain't you.
Right.
In hindsight, he was exactly right, but at the time,
jumped,
he was just another person to prove wrong.
Why he's so stubborn? I know.
My final night on the streets also happened to be the first that I tried to ingratiate myself with the homeless folk who slept in the park, partially out of boredom, partially out of hunger. I'd run out of money, run out of food, and I figured if I hung out with the other guys, I could maybe get in on some of their food or something.
Oh no.
I asked around, but no one had any spares. Until I asked this one guy, and he told me to buzz off.
Right.
And I noticed a Snickers bar sticking out of his coat pocket.
Don't.
My rumbling stomach basically just overrode my brain, and with all the dexterity of a Victorian pickpocket, I slid the thing out of his pocket and walked off. Not my proudest moment, stealing food from a homeless guy when I could have just swallowed.
Now. Mind you, this boy isn't homeless. He's just too stubborn to go home. While these people are actually... so many red flags, right? So many red flags. He's actually stealing from an actual homeless person. He ain't homeless. He's just stubborn and doesn't want to go home. That's you see. This kid would have got his jumped. He would have got jumped. Bro, he an idiot. You could have stole from the store. You said you were shoplifting, right? You might as well go to the store. Don't steal from the man that's been working hard to get his his munchies on. Like, goodness. Like, go home. It's like time for bed, right? Over here, did y'all hear that he said he could go to the store and he shoplifts?
Stealing food from a homeless guy when I could have just swallowed my pride and walked home, but...
You're not yourself when you're hungry. Have a Snicker bar. That man probably watched that.
It is what it is.
Look at him scarf down that Snicker.
I go off to hide somewhere so I can devour the Snickers whole, then I walk back to where the other guys are to hang out some more.
He gonna smell like Snickers.
Maybe like 2 or 3 hours later, I'm still trying to ingratiate myself with the homeless guys, but I'm also still pretty nervous around them for obvious reasons.
Yeah, because you stealing.
I figured the guy I stole from is too drunk to even notice that I stole from him. But oh boy, was I wrong about that. Because like I said, a few hours after I stole it, I noticed the guy began to tap his coat pocket.
Oh my gosh.
Obviously noticing that the candy bar is gone. I'm trying to remain inconspicuous, but I'm also trying to keep my eye on the guy because if he put...
He gonna get his butt whooped. And Jay is mad. I am mad. I'm mad. Like, I'm mad at him so much. Like, this...
Trying to remain inconspicuous.
I'm mad at this kid.
But I'm also trying to keep my eye on the guy because if he put 2 and 2 together and worked out that it was me that stole from him, I wanted enough warning to be able to get out of there. So the guy taps his pocket, and when he stops, I can see the cogs turning in his booze-soaked brain as I figured he was thinking, pretty sure I had some candy in there. But then a few seconds later, he's back taking pulls from his 40-ounce like he'd completely forgotten about the whole thing.
You see, he didn't forget. I feel like he didn't forget. I feel like he's getting drunk enough so he can be able to beat this child without feeling guilty because he'll be drunk. I don't know why that's how I feel, but anyways, give us a like spike. I'm just joking. But no, give me the like spike. But anyways, this kid's gonna get jumped. Stop. You gotta get drunk. He gotta get drunk.
Only, he hadn't. And the most shocking thing about what came next was how it went from 0 to 100 in like a second flat.
I knew he was gonna do
So remember that pull of his 40? He takes 1, then 2, then a third much longer one, almost like he was trying to polish the whole thing off in a hurry. Which, as it turned out, was exactly what he was doing. Because what was once an innocent beverage receptacle soon became a weapon.
I knew
when he turned to the guy to his right and sent the glass 40 bottle smashing into his face.
You see, look.
The guy just collapsed, hands covering his face. Same hands with muffled blood-curdling screams that he let out.
You see, look. That man didn't have to even go through all that. My man John didn't even have to go through all that. He didn't have to do all that. All because his kid all because he wanna steal. Now look. The gentleman that didn't even do anything Goodness gracious.
Hands covering his face.
I knew he was gonna
Same
do something.
hands with muffled, blood-curdling screams that he let out. The guy I stole from then started kicking the life out of him.
No.
Steal from me? Steal from me, mother effer? And out of all the homeless people there, only one actually tried to break it up.
Oh my god.
And even then, it was just a slurred, "Hey, break it up over there," which ended up being totally ignored.
Oh my god.
I remember turning to the older dude who'd been nice to me, telling me to go home and whatnot, and I feigned ignorance as I asked him what was going on. The guy said the dude getting beat down was always stealing stuff. So if any—
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't tell me this kid is gonna get away with it. Bro, I don't care if it's a Snicker. That kid need a beat down. He needs to be jumped. I'm sorry. I don't like that kid. I don't like that kid. That kid just causes so much problems.
The guy said the dude getting beat down was always stealing stuff. So if anything went missing around the park, it was most probably his fault. No one cared though. No one gave a single worry that this guy was getting his face stomped on. And it was all my fault. Oh, and I mean stomped on. I could hear this guy's face literally crunching under the guy's boot.
Oh, God!
I knew I should have said something. I know I should have owned up, but believe me when I tell you that I've never been that scared. Not before or after.
Ooh, I want to fight this kid! Ooh. Y'all, he letting this boy die because he want to be stingy and steal a Snicker bar when he knew dang well he could go to the store and just steal a Snicker bar. You a shoplifter. You stole a car. You should be smart enough to go to a store instead of stealing from a homeless man. Goodness gracious. I don't like him. He needs to go. He's cut off, cancelled. He better
believe me when I tell you that I've never been that scared.
He's
Not
so
before
rude, right?
or after.
I would taser this kid.
All I could think of was, if I tell the truth, that'll be my face getting stamped on, only it'll probably be like 100 times worse because, well, look what I caused.
Oh
I turned to the nice guy and was like, but what if he didn't steal it? What if someone else stole it?
Right.
The guy looked at me and his eyes went all wide and he leaned in and said, "Don't say a word, kid. Just leave. Leave and never, ever come back."
Oh,
As I walked away,
my
I could still hear
gosh.
the guy getting his butt beat, and although I never found out what happened to him, I don't see anyone being able to survive the kind of head injuries he got.
Ugh.
That very same night, maybe at around 2 a.m., I walked back to my parents' house and banged on the front door until my dad woke up and answered. I just blurted out this big, long apology about being a total idiot and not appreciating what I'd had. I'm pleased to say that that was the first step on the road to being a decent human being.
People can grow, people can grow, people can grow, he can grow. But someone needs to cut his dang tree down because that is... I don't like... You know what? I thought this would be scary, horror, but it was just drama and me being upset over a candy bar.
Because almost everything I did before that had little to no consequences, or rather, what little there were didn't bother me. But that night I stole the candy bar, I actually saw how bad the repercussions could be, and honestly, I had no idea they could ever be that bad, just for taking a candy bar. I feel equal parts shame and horror when I look back on it. My pride and greed caused me to do something shameful, and my cowardice might have cost a relatively innocent man's life.
Right.
I wish it had never happened, but at the same time,
You're done.
if it didn't, who knows? I might be still hanging out in that park today, if I'd even be alive at all.
I don't like that kid. I don't like him. I don't like him. And this is a true story. So that means that person's just... And I know he might be a better person now. But your past self was... No, it wasn't it, hun. It wasn't it. This ain't a horror story. Right. This is a try not to get mad story. And I got mad. That just messed up. Anyways, that was all for today's video, but I hope you guys have a nice night. Tomorrow, for me, it's going to snow. So I'm going to be trapped in my house, and I will be doing live streams most of the time. So please stay tuned, and, you know, have a nice day. Also, we don't talk about Bruno. No. Watch Encanto. Period.